Welcome everyone to Pilates. Hi! How is everybody feeling? Those that are live, oh, chat box is already popping off. It's already popping off. If anyone needs to speak to me during the session that is live, then feel free to use the chat box and I'll try and keep an eye on that for you guys. However you're feeling today, work with that, move with that, be how you are and who you are. Every day is different, especially at the moment, more than ever, isn't it? Our feelings and our bodies throwing things up at us, and our emotions are throwing things up at us. So however you are right now, if you're Minnie Mouse, be Minnie Mouse. I see you, Minnie Mouse. Okay. Make sure the space around you is nice and clear, most importantly. Make sure you're not going to knock into any things, any people, any light fittings. Can't think of anything else that you could knock into. Any pets, although, you know, pets are welcome if they want to come and join in. Yeah, so just make sure that the space around you is nice and safe. Okay, let's grab our block or our pillow and pop it between your thighs. Bring your arms down by your sides. And take your eye gaze up and forwards. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. I've been looking forward to this. And let's connect with the breath. Long, deep breaths in through the nose. Slow, releasing breaths out through the mouth. And just let that breath just glide through your body. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And as we're breathing in, I want you to feel a sense of lengthening, especially through the torso. Lengthening through the torso, all the way up to the top of your head. And as you breathe out, let that breath travel down. Relax your shoulders, release your jaw, and really feel a sense of grounding through the soles of your feet. Or maybe a grounding through your bottom, whether you're standing or sitting. Just feel that sense of being supported and held from beneath. And then when we breathe in, we want to feel space, we want to feel length, we want to feel lightness through our body. And as we breathe out, we release. Any tension, just let it melt down, down, down the body. So we use our breath to just be present and also just to notice and observe how our body feels. Also lengthening the breath like this really just calms us down, really soothes our emotions. And if your mind wanders, you just focus back on the breath, focus back on what you're doing. And take a moment. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes again. Lovely. Okay, we're going to find our core, which is here, our big ball of light. Place your hands on your belly and we're going to breathe into that space. So imagine it is a big round ball of light. Breathe in. Feel it expand into your ribs, lungs, diaphragm. And as you breathe out, draw the belly in and engage your pelvic floor. As you breathe in, release and expand. As you breathe out, engage the pelvic floor. Engage your core. Strength. Inhale, release. Exhale, strength. And we keep that flow going. And you can imagine, if you want to, your big ball of light. As you inhale, it opens. As you exhale, it gets smaller. Inhale and exhale. And we'll use those muscles, we'll use that breath throughout the session today. Let's find our neutral spine. So tilting forwards and backwards, lining the hips up with your sacrum and trying to find that bowl of water. We're going to have water tonight, guys. We got into a bit of a liquid debate last week. Water all round. Stay hydrated, guys. Oh, I know. Shucks. You can imagine whatever you want in your bowl, your pelvic bowl. You can imagine whatever drink you want in there. I'm having water. Okay, so line it up. You don't want that liquid spilling, especially if you've got some expensive liquid in there. Okay. Sorry. All right. Oh no, we're going to do balance, aren't we? So yes, we tilt, tilt, tilt. Then find that neutral spine. You're putting me off with all the drink talk. We're going to inhale up and exhale back. Engage that core. Lift through the crown of the head. We're going to inhale up, shoulders down, and exhale back. Engage the core. Notice the feet. Notice your feet working. My goodness. I've done a lot of walking today, but actually This is really good for stretching out the muscles in the feet, and I can feel that I need that. Keep the balance as well, guys. So you don't have to come all the way up and all the way back, but try and, oh my goodness, my feet are so tight. My ankles. Just notice that for yourself as well. Something so simple. And if you're seated, take that rock, or you can just flex and point the feet. And then find somewhere in the middle, flatten the feet down, and we keep rocking. So feet are flat on the floor now. And I always hold myself here. I don't know why. I think maybe so that I can keep my body upright. So I like to hold the front of my pelvis and the back. And I imagine that water staying level as I sway. And then find somewhere in the middle. Standing tall, no longer moving. Place the hands on the shoulders. We inhale up and exhale down. And just notice how the shoulders feel. Feel those muscles. Try not to expand the ribs. Yeah, so we don't want to flex, we don't want to arch. You want to keep everything engaged. So use your core for that. Inhale up and exhale down. Good, and let's circle forwards. Again, keep the eye gaze up, lengthening through the top of the head. Extend the arms, extend the fingers. Reach with your fingers, lengthen them. Some of you like you're going to take off. And circle backwards. Try and keep the rib cage down. It's really tempting to let it all go, hello, but we're not going to. We're going to feel that connection. Keep going, guys. You're going to feel the connection between your ribs and your hips. Yeah? That's losing it. You want to keep it there. Extend. And actually, you're working your core by doing this. You're working those arms, the shoulders, even though we're warming up. And shake it out. Excellent. Let's get that lovely reward by releasing our neck. Feel the rays of light shining out from the back of your neck. Imagine that sunlight is beaming up through your body and out through your neck. And just take little semicircles. Inhale up to look over the right shoulder. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll it up to look over the left shoulder. And roll it down. Take it nice and easy. And then hold it to one side. And lean back slightly. So you want to feel a lovely stretch through your face. That's me moving my jaw. Feel free to make a strange noise if you need to. You don't have to. And then roll down. And the other side. Lean back. Feel that lovely release through your face. And then roll down. Look up to the ceiling. Release your jaw. And chin to chest. Scoop the belly in. Soften the knees. And let's go down. Bone by bone by bone. Heavy head. Flop that head. Let that head just wobble. Down as far as you feel comfortable. Keep the knees bent for now. And then we exhale. Scoop the belly in. So use the stomach muscles to push you back up. Let the shoulders slide down your spine. Inhale. We look up. Neutral spine. Release the jaw. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop the belly. Down, 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 down we go. Soften the knees. Release the head. Feel a release through the lower back. Obviously noticing how your back feels. I know we had some back issues last week, so if you've got any back issues this week, just be careful. Listen. Move slowly. Let's interlock the hands behind the head. Push the elbows back. Really bend the knees now. Transfer the weight to the heels and we circle. We inhale, coming all the way up to stand. And exhale down to the side. So if you're seated, you can do this nice and slowly from a seated position as well. Being careful that you're not getting too dizzy, guys. If you do get dizzy, just come up to stand. And feel the stretch through your body. Feel the mobilization of all your joints as you do this. Bending the knees to come down. Straightening the legs to come up. We'll go around one more time. If you're dizzy, then stop. If not, come around one more time. Push the elbows back. And release and hang down. Flop, 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 flop. And let's go the other way. Bend those knees. Inhale round to the right this time. Come all the way up. Push the elbows back. Big circles. Keep pushing those elbows back. Bend the knees on the way down. Then push your feet through the floor to straighten your body up. Keep your stomach muscles engaged. and coming up. Lovely, release the arms. Welcome anyone that's just joined us. Hello, hello. Good. And let's inhale, take the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Hold on to the right wrist and exhale, lean. Inhale back to the center, switch hands and exhale, lean to one side. Beautiful, let's keep that going. Nice. Imagining you're leaning between two panes of glass, keeping the body neutral. And then back to the center, shake it out. Good. Just circle those shoulders, release the neck, do whatever you need to do. Okay. What are we doing? Cool. All right. Block between the thighs. Lateral twist. We're going to fire up the core. So this area here, 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 here. This is the zone that we're focusing on. Yeah? So hands behind the head, shoulders down. If you start to hunch or round, just bring the arms down by your sides. So you want to keep the hips facing forwards. Hips facing forwards and the upper body rotates. Yeah? The lower body stays facing the front. So shoulders down, we inhale, we exhale, take that twist, belly to spine. Inhale, exhale, engage your pelvic floor as you twist. So you're drawing up, and then we come back to the center, release. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to the center. I'm just going to move my arms down because I've got a little bit of a tight back today. So for me, I think I'll work better like this, but you keep your arms there if you feel okay to. And you want to really imagine those headlights shining forwards. Inhale, exhale, twist. And keep it going nice and gently. Lovely, shake it out. Shoulders down. Take the arms out nice and wide and reach your fingers as wide as you can. Same thing again. And back to the center, shoulders down. Exhale, extend the arms as wide as you can. Lock those hips forwards. Really nice, guys. Exhale. Inhale back to the center. Keep the eye gaze up. Don't let the eyes travel down. Reach with your fingers. Really lock those hips. And shake it out. Circle the shoulders. Release the neck. And we move to strength and balance. So we're going to do... Okay. We're going to do some lovely extension ones. So this one, we're going to do this with the knee bent. So this is going to take quite a bit of work for the thighs. I can already feel it as I bend this knee. So I want you guys to stand. If anyone's done ballet before, in first position. If you haven't done ballet, then think of Mary Poppins and how she stands. If you haven't watched Mary Poppins and you haven't done ballet, then just bring your feet together, your heels together, and turn your toes out. Yeah? So like this. Feet together, toes out. Heels together, toes out. Okay. And we take a little plie. Yeah? So, little plie. And we hold there. So you open the knees. And when you do that, you want to make sure that the back is nice and straight. Yeah? We don't want that to happen. Or that to happen. We want to keep the back straight and just gently bend. So we open at the knees. And already you'll probably feel the inner thighs working and the outer thighs. You feel that, guys? So come up. Yeah? And lower down. So you should feel this area here, especially the outer thighs. So just take that up and down, up and down. All right, lovely. So we're in this plie position. We're going to lower down, yeah? So now we're going to take the leg forwards, like this, and we're going to bring it in again. So we're going to point out and bring it in, but keep the knee down. So we're going to stand down on that lower leg. There, and bring it in, yeah? So we take it out, as we exhale and inhale, bring it in. We can use the arms if you want to. And try, if you can, to keep off of that front leg. So I have to tap the floor a little bit. Shoulders down, engage the core. And you're really going to start to work this standing leg. If you've got any issues with your ankles, you can bring it up if you want to, yeah? But try and keep it down there, yeah? And then we hold it in front. We're just going to pulse to the ceiling. Shh, shh, shh. Now, arms can be out in front. They can be out to the side. It's up to you. But on the hips, really engage the core here. Well, I'm losing my balance. It's a difficult one. Keep the core engaged. Arms out if you can. Shoulders down. Tap the floor. Good. And we bring it back in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. It's quite intense, right? You're going to work this inner and outer thigh. And let's go again. Pulse up. Shoulders down. You're all going to feel this tomorrow in your legs. Hands on the shoulder, on the hips if you need to. Turn the knee out. Using the inner thigh. Woo! And coming out of that. Shake it out. That was quite intense. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wobble it out. Shake it out. Move it out. Fabulous. All right. So let's go. First position again. And take that little plie. We can go again if you want to. So just little plies. Nothing too deep. Just sort of bouncing into it if you need to. Just feel that space. Also, allow that spine to be neutral. Now, I'm no ballerina. I did do ballet for a little bit as a child. But I chose skating when it came to go onto point because I didn't want to ruin my feet. So that's when I stopped. All right, lovely. So let's hold this plie. And we're going to take the foot forwards and bring it in. Forwards and bring it in. So we exhale and inhale. You can tap the floor or you can keep it off. Yeah, so you can also keep the foot off as well. Forwards and bring it in. Arms out to the side if you want to. Shoulders down. Exhale, take it out. Inhale, bring it in. Really bending through that standing leg. Feeling the inner and outer thigh. Lifting through the top of your head. Turning that knee out. So we're really using the inside leg up to the ceiling. Good. And let's pulse it. Shh, shh, shh. If you need to straighten that standing leg, then do. It's quite intense, I know, if you've got issues with your joints. That's it. Good. Turning it out. Grant, can I see some leg extensions? Choose a leg. Good, let's come back again. Inhale, bend, exhale, point, take it out. Inhale, bend. If you need to rest, then do. If you can keep going, then keep going. Whoop. Hands on hips, engage the core. Shoulders down. Wah! I'm losing my balance. Sound effects are on point tonight as well. All right, let's pulse. Shh, shh, or tap. You guys are doing well. Such a small movement. What a little killer, isn't it? Turning that knee out, using the inner thigh. Whoa. Don't lose your balance, Jessica, while talking. Oh, and it's come off. Shake it out. Wobble the legs. Whoa. Can we shake like this? Shake your jelly. Shake your jelly. Whoa. Shake your jelly. Whoa. That feels really nice, actually. It's a really nice way to release the legs. Just shake. All right, we're going to do one more, as we are not done yet. Right. Same thing again, but we're going to do it backwards. So we're coming back to this plie, or an old-fashioned policeman. Oh no, Charlie Chaplin. I don't know Charlie Chaplin music. Don't quiz me on music. Do you remember last week my Superman I thought was Star Wars? Anyway. Okay, so let's come back to this plie. So just taking it down. Take the arms in front if you can, if that feels good for you. Try not to let this roundness happen. So shoulders down. We're going to hold at the back. We're going to tap. Exhale and inhale. Whoa, that's really difficult for me. My balance. So we exhale, take it out. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, take it out. Inhale, bring it in. I actually find bending my knee lower helps with my balance. Turning the foot out. Exhale and inhale. If you can do it with the foot off, which I can't, then that's a progression. So if you want to have a go, then you can. If you need to keep the hands on the hips, then do. Please try and keep the body upright and the spine neutral rather than leaning forward. Jenny, switch sides if you're ready, if you want to, if you can. So exhale out, inhale in. Try and keep, as well, remember to go into the plie, keep the spine neutral and then take the leg back. That's the bit I find really difficult because I've got a very banana-y, bendy back. So this is coming back, the backwards one's really difficult for me. I have to hold my pelvis like I was doing before to make sure it's not moving too much. And you're going to feel it, obviously in the standing leg, but you're also going to feel it in your gluteus maximus. The bum cheek that's moving in and out is where you're going to feel that. All right, everyone, let's shake it out. Anyone else's legs doing this? Mine are shaking. All right, should we have a little shake out? Shimmy, shimmy, shake out. Ooh, let all the muscles. See if you can just let the muscles go. See if you can just wobble your legs, lower your bum. Let it all go. All the way up. Wobble, 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 wobble. Good. They were good, weren't they? Like them. They're going to give you very strong, muscly, defined legs. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to help you keep your strength in your legs because as skaters, that's normally where we are strong. So we want to keep that going. All right, let's do some roll downs to planks. So standing at the back of your mat. Those who are live in the studio tonight, I'm in a really silly mood. I'm in a really silly mood. Those who are live in the studio audience, make your screen go down towards the mat so I can see you, and turn yourself sideways. I forgot to hoover before I started this class, so excuse me. Right, let's go. Sideways on, neutral spine. Anyone new? No one is new here, but anyone new that hasn't done this class before that is watching the replay, please just watch the first round and I'll explain what you're going to do. If you're doing this from a seated position, grab a partner or grab a wall, and you can use the wall as the floor or the partner as the floor. You're going to push against them. All right, neutral spine, shoulders down. We inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, arms to your sides, chin to chest, scoop that belly in, rolling up and over an imaginary ball. Soften your knees if you need to, and we roll down, releasing the spine, bone by bone by bone. Heavy head, heavy shoulders, and we flop here. Feel free to have the legs straight if you want to really stretch out the hamstrings. If that's too intense for you, then just keep the legs bent. You'll still get a really good hamstring stretch, but you won't be pulling at your muscles. And just let everything go here. Then we take a deep breath in and we walk out to our plank. Hands under the shoulders, head in line with the spine. Draw the belly in. Hold it. If you need to, bring your knees down, obviously. Don't fall out of a plank. And you want to keep the back nice and neutral. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Draw the shoulders down. Imagine you've got a plank of wood across it. And if you're seated, push on your partner's hand or push on the wall. You can also plank from your fists, remember, and you can also plank from your forearms. If you need to come up, bring the knees down. Not if you need to, we're going to come up. Bring the knees down and walk the hands back to the knees. Or from plank, push back into a down dog or a triangle position, and then walk the hands back to the feet and we hold it here. We release and we relax, we let the shoulders go, we let the head go. Let's bend the left knee, bend the right knee, and just, oh, that feels so nice. Stretch through the body. So you should feel the sides of the torso stretching out a little bit. You might want to hold your elbows in your hands as you do this. Oh, lovely, lovely. Oh, lovely, lovely. And then we roll up bone by bone. Use the belly to bring you up. So strong core, shoulders down. Start a breath this evening. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, arms to your sides, chin to chest, belly to spine. Down we go. Rolling, 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 rolling. Slowly, slowly is the key, guys. So please stay at my pace. Don't rush on ahead. I'm not watching at the moment, but I feel that some of you might be moving on. I want you to feel each moment and stay with this flow. Inhale and exhale, walk out to plank. Bottom in line with the shoulders, head in line with the shoulders, draw the belly in. Modifications on the fists or the forearms, or on the knees, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Push back into your triangle, or bring the knees down, walk the hands back to the feet. Let's hold it here again. Let's really release. And bend the right knee, bend the left knee. Take those little twists again. Stretch out the sides of the torso. Find that space. Bend both knees. Actually, no. Straighten the left leg and bend the right leg. Hold on to your left leg and inhale, twist up to the ceiling. Take some breaths here. And really open up the side of your torso. If you want to, this left arm in the air can come around the back. You can get an even deeper stretch. If that's too much, then don't worry. And then come back down again. We're going to switch sides. Straighten the right leg, bend the left leg. Inhale, up with the right arm. If you're seated, just twisting up to the ceiling with that arm. And if you want, you can turn that hand round, place the back of your hand on your sort of left waist, I guess. Opening that way, and then release back down. Scoop the belly, rolling up bone by bone. Head's the last thing to come up. Shoulders down. Whew, let's go again. Inhale, arms up. I'm going to come and spot you guys that are live. Exhale, arms to your sides. Chin to chest, belly to spine. Down you go, bone by bone. Letting it all roll down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Holding it. Yes. Flop, flop, flop. I want to see the releasing of your head. If anyone wants to straighten their legs, you can. Inhale and exhale, walk out to plank. Lovely. Hands under the shoulders. If you're on your forearms or your fists, either way. Lovely, guys. Really nice work. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Really nice. Bring the knees down and just relax in child's pose. So knees to the floor. If you're seated, you can do this in a sitting position. So let's just relax. Down here. Let everything go. And if you're sitting, you can just relax. The same way, forwards. Breathe into your rib cage. And then send the bottom all the way down towards your heels. And if you're seated, you just want to really think about opening and expanding your ribs. And then on the out breath, just letting everything go. And then rolling up bone by bone. You know what we're going to do, because this feels so nice. I'm actually doing this seated to demonstrate to the people seated. But what we're going to do is we're all going to come into a seated position. And we're going to ease off. I mean, I always think that if I'm feeling it, then other people might benefit from it too. So I'm feeling quite a bit of tightness in my hips, and I know what that's from because I'm not being as active as I normally am. I am still going out walking and stuff like that, but I'm probably in a little bit of hibernation mode because of the weather. I mean, irrespective of the lockdowns. So I'm building up a lot of tension and a lot of blockage in my hips. So let's work on that for a little bit. And then we're going to move on to some other exercises which might flow a little bit easier if we release some tension here. So we're going to cross our legs. If you have any issues with your knees and you can't cross your legs for whatever reason, or if you're sitting in a chair and you can't cross your legs, you can do your legs out straight or just resting on the floor or whatever your feet are resting on if you're sitting in a chair. Yeah, so you can choose that option as well. You can have one leg bent here if you want. All right, so we've got our legs crossed. And we're going to place our right hand on the floor. We're going to inhale, swoop up. Try and keep both bum cheeks on the floor, so try not to let this happen. Yeah? And we're going to exhale, sweep down. We're going to inhale the other side. And exhale, sweep down. So, Grant, do you want to have a go of swaying your arms? So maybe you can do one at a time. So you can take one arm over and then bring it down, and you can bring the other arm over and bring it down. You look very tired tonight. That's it. So each time we're bringing our body forwards, we're actually stretching out the hips and the back. And then we're going to hold it to one side. So whichever side you're on, doesn't matter. You're going to reach, make sure the bum cheek again hasn't lifted, make sure it's down on the floor. You're going to reach, reach, reach and twist up. So we're finding space through the whole of this side of this torso. Keep the breath going, and then we release down again. We inhale up the other side. Stretch, 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 twist, and look under your armpit. Find that space through the other side. Keep the bum cheek or both bum cheeks on the floor. Now this is where we get the release. So we're going to bring our hands, excuse me, we're going to bring our hands to the floor, if you can. If you can just get to here, that's fine too. But we're going to almost do a roll down, but seated. So we're going to roll down bone by bone, and wherever you're able to get to is where you get to, and you hold it there. So we feel where we can get to. Now you're going to feel it tight through the sides of your glutes, the sides of your legs, the inner thighs as well, maybe even in your back. And we just hold it at our maximum position, wherever that is for you. If you get your arms out, fine. If you're up here, fine. Let the weight of your head, we're rolling down, a bit like when we're doing a standing roll down. So what we're going to do here is you're going to breathe in to wherever feels tight. So notice the tight spot. Notice if you're managing any pain. I don't want you to actually manage too much pain. Bring yourself up if it's too intense. But breathe into that place. Notice where you're feeling tight. And on the out breath, you're going to release and tell that place to relax and soften and melt, and I can't think of any other words that describe that, but you know what I mean. So we breathe in, acknowledge the tightness, acknowledge the tension, acknowledge the blockage. Breathe out, tell that place to soften, to relax, to melt, to sleep, to lengthen. And each time you do it, you might be able to get yourself a little bit lower. I don't necessarily want you to push yourself. I don't want you to bounce. I don't want you to do any of that. I just want you to try and release and soften into the stretch. And you should start to feel a mixture of tightness and release. So breathe in, acknowledge the tightness. Breathe out, let it go and release it. Breathe into your rib cage as well. Really get that space through your lungs. So we're really letting the breath guide us through this release, through this physical stretch and release in our body. And then let's walk the hands up slowly and come back up to a seated position. Next, we're going to uncross our legs if they're crossed. If they won't cross, keep them where they are. Uncross and cross the other way. This will feel super weird. This will be like, what? This doesn't feel like a nice way to cross my legs. This will feel, or maybe it will. Maybe some of you cross your legs both ways. For me, this feels weird. Now, this time we're going to do the same thing again, but this time it might, if this isn't your natural way of crossing your legs, this might be a little bit more intense and a little bit more painful because it's probably your least flexible side. So we're going to go again, same thing again. We inhale, take the arm up. Exhale, swoop it down. Inhale up the other side. And exhale, swoop it down. And just get a nice flow going through the body. Relax the head. Try not to keep the head up too much. Just let the head flop and roll. And then we hold it to one side. Reaching and twisting. Keep both bum cheeks on the floor. And then we roll down. And we come up the other side. We reach, we twist. We find that space and then we roll down. We're going to come back down to the front again. Now, bearing in mind, I said this might be your tighter side, so you might be managing a bit more tension in this side. So we're going to work with it. We're going to use our breath and work with it. So come to your maximum position, wherever you feel like you're not forcing yourself. And start that breath work again, mindfully breathing into the tight spots. Breathing in, acknowledging that tight spot or spots, finding those blockages. And as you breathe out, you tell those places or that place to soften, release, relax, lengthen, find space, whatever words resonate with you. You breathe in, acknowledge those tight spots. You breathe out, lengthen, soften, relax, space, ease. And some people, I say some people, me and others, this, especially in our hip area, our glutes, our groin, our hip area, we carry a lot of emotional stress and tension. So sometimes it's not unheard of that I've shed a few tears, not through pain, but just through a bit of a release. So if that is happening for you during this stretch and you're thinking, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Why am I getting emotional? That's normal. So go with it. And also, if you're not feeling emotional, it doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything either. I'm just letting you know sometimes these things come up. So let's keep that breath going. Breathing in, maybe breathing into your rib cage, finding space. Breathing out, letting everything go. And then slowly walking the hands up. Head's the last thing to come up. So even though we're seated, it's like a roll up. So let the head be the last thing to come up. Uncross your legs. Oh my goodness me. And let's shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Good. Right, we're going to do a little bit of a wobble. So feet flat on the floor. I'm going to lean up against something. Feel free to lean up against something if you want to, or you can just sit free sit. And we're going to do a Margarita special, although she's not here to wobble our legs for us, but this is what she used to do for me after I'd get off the ice or I'd do some intense training. She would literally wobble my legs for me. So I'd lie on my back, she'd hold my ankles and she'd just shake me like a milkshake. But we're going to do that for ourselves. And it's a really nice way of just releasing any of that tension built up. So we're just going to wobble, 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 wobble. Just let the wobble wobble. The wobbly bits wobble. We've all got them. So you just kind of, just find the muscles, your calf muscles, just let them relax and wobble them out. Wobble the thighs out. And the other side as well. Just wobble, wobble, wobble. So I just kind of hold the sides of my legs and just let them wobble. Hold the calves, wobble the calves. Oh, what I wouldn't give for someone to come and shake my legs right now. I might, once I think Jackson's asleep, I might get Damien out, get him to shake my legs for me. Okay, give them one more shake out. Lovely. Okay, so we should be feeling a little bit looser in the old hip, groin, glutes, pelvic area. How are we doing for time? Excellent. We're going to do a little bit of ab work. So we're going to come onto our backs. So grab your block or your pillow. Have some water as well. Especially through stretching. I know we don't like, it's not such a, well, it's quite a physical thing, but keep rehydrating because when we're stretching, we're releasing a lot of stuff. A lot of toxins from the body, etc., etc., especially if you were sweating through the stretch, which is not uncommon. Just keep rehydrating your body. All right. So let's lie on our backs. Ooh, and go to sleep. No, we're not. I don't think we're going to do meditation tonight, guys, because we had a little release through that stretch. So that was an alternative. We did it last week as well, didn't we? So we're gonna go for the abs for the end of the session. All right, lovely. So I'm putting my head under my block. You don't have to. You can have your head flat on the floor. I just think it kind of just eases the spine, kind of puts the spine into a bit more of a neutral position when you've got something behind your head. But it's up to you. If you prefer not to, you don't have to. All right, let's bring the knees in. And the first thing we're going to do is imprint our spine. So we really want to feel each vertebrae on your mat or on your floor. And if you want, you can just let the legs fall open. Very attractive, very polite. We just let the legs fall open. and you just rock side to side. Release the shoulders. I want everything imprinted, so your shoulders, your shoulder blades, each vertebrae, your what are these called? Yeah, your, like, I guess your pelvis, your sacrum, round the back. Just let it all go. Imagine if you want that you're lying on a nice sandy beach. Oh my goodness, what I wouldn't give. To lie on a nice sandy beach in the sun, not the rain. There's a big difference, right? So a nice dry sandy beach. And if we were to get up off the beach and go for a nice walk along the shoreline, we would see our vertebrae imprinted. So that's what we're going for. This is your rest and recovery position, so come back to it whenever you need to. All right, bring the knees together and we come to reverse tabletop. Yeah, so imagine we're an upside down table. Arms down by your sides though. So you want to keep that back imprinted. You might have a very slight arch of your lumbar spine, but you don't want it like that. You don't want to be able to get your whole arm underneath. That's too much. All right, arms down by your sides, or you can put them on your hips. You're going to point your toes. Inhale. You're going to lower one toe down, and then exhale, bring it up. Same again. Inhale, lower, exhale, bring up. You're going to alternate each foot. So ideally you want your feet pointed. You can flex them, so I'm showing you flexed feet if you prefer that. But ideally you want them pointed. So we want no movement through the pelvis and the lower back. You want to keep that nice and stable. You also want to relax your shoulders. So please no one tense their shoulders. Let the shoulders release. And you might be able to get your foot to the floor, but don't worry too much about that. I'm more concerned about keeping your lower back neutral. So keeping the movement in the lower back. Well, we don't want any movement in the lower back. We want the movement coming from the hip and maybe the knee joint as well. Relax the shoulders. Soften the jaw. Inhale to lower, exhale to bring it up. I can just about tap the floor tonight without any movement, but it is a real strain for me, so I'm going to not do that. Even though my lower back doesn't move, my shoulders start to tense, and I don't want that. I want quality movement through my body, and I want to focus on my core. I want my core to be getting the workout, not anything else. So if you notice tension, just release it. All right, bring the knees in and just relax. Circle your feet, because you should have all been hardcore pointing your toes, so just let those go. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go for the 100. So those who haven't done it before, just have a little look at what I'm going to do. Reverse tabletop again. I'm going to bring my head and shoulders off the floor, and I'm going to engage my shoulder blades into the floor. So we're here. Yeah, so my shoulders are off. My shoulder blades, I think of them as my wings, my superhuman wings, in the floor. Yeah? And we inhale for 5, we pulse the hands. We exhale for 5, we turn the hands over. You can do this with your legs straight. And if you want to make it more challenging, you take the legs lower. Not for me, I don't think. So if you want to have a go, guys, so if you want to get into that position, head and shoulders off first, and then bring your legs to whatever position you feel comfortable, imprinting the spine. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, my nose is squeaking, inhale, exhale, scoop the belly, exhale, keep it going. If you need to rest, obviously come back to your block and then continue when you're ready. Modifications, knees bent. Keep it going. Scoop the belly. Is anyone counting? I'm not. You're all relying on me. All right, let's go. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Rest down. Ah. You think I can talk and keep count as well? You've got to be kidding. All right, circle out the feet. If you need to, just rock side to side. Another really lovely stretch, if anyone can manage it, a nice counter stretch, is happy baby. So in yoga, if you bring your feet up, flex your feet, take your hands inside your feet, and then just let the legs come either side. I would show you the other way around, but I just think you're just going to get a face full of my bottom. I'll show you this way so it's not so offensive. So feet up, hands in between. If you can, you might not be able to grab it. If you can't, don't worry. But you want to grab the insides of your feet like that, and then send the legs on the outside of your body. And then you can rock through here. But don't worry if you can't manage that. It's quite fiddly. Okay, right, next we're going to go for the single leg stretch. And I want you all to think of yourself as, well, either Usain Bolt doing this, or some of you doing the dab thing, yeah? Yeah, some of you dab. That's what I want you to think about with your legs, okay? We're not doing anything with our arms, we're doing it with our legs. So, another amazing core workout. So we head and shoulders off, root those shoulder blades in, so like we're doing with 100, but this time we're going to send one leg out and we're going to switch in the air. So like dabbing with our legs, or doing the Bolt move. And we exhale as we extend. Scoop the belly. That's it. Keep looking at your knees. Scoop the belly. Try not to cycle. We're not cycling. We are literally kicking those legs out. That's it. Good, Mary. Good, Jenny. I can't see Juliana. And who's that at the bottom? Oh, it's Cara. I feel like I winded myself talking. That's it. Good. Abs of steel, guys. All right. Rest it out. Bring the knees in. Happy baby, or lying on the beach, or whatever. Happy baby on a beach. Or just lying on your back. And just rocking through, holding your knees. Okay, we are going to do the double leg stretch. Now, I would like you all to watch me do this first. I know a lot of you have done this before, but it's very easy to get this exercise wrong and hurt your back. And I don't want anyone to do that. I want our backs to be protected and us to do the exercise correctly. So have a little look. Head and shoulders off again. We're going to hold this little ball. Watching first. Scoop the belly. We inhale to prepare. We exhale. Arms come up by the ears. Legs come up. Then we inhale to come back down. We exhale, and we inhale. Now, to make this more challenging, you can take your legs out to an angle and then bring it back in. But if your lower back lifts at any point, you are doing way too much, and I want you to bring it right back down again. You might even just want to come into tabletop and here. So you might not even want to take the legs up and out completely. Yeah? So we exhale, bring it up, and we inhale, come back in. Yeah? Have a little go, guys. So holding it in that ball, shoulder blades down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, legs up, arms by the ears. And extend those fingers. So don't let the arms be floppy. Use the arm muscles. Use your fingertips. Use the breath. Press the lower back into the floor. Killer ab workout, this one. But nice and controlled. Nice and slow. Moving to your own range, your own ability. And then release. Oh, back down. You guys can keep going. I've got to stop. Cycle the feet off. Lovely. Okay, coming round. Now let's do one more. We'll do one more. One more? One more. One more just to really give you a good night's sleep tonight. And let you wake up tomorrow with a chocolate bar belly. We'll have those little nodules of our abs. Chocolate bar belly. Their abs are there. They are there. Okay, one last one. Because we were in a ballet mood earlier, we're going to finish with the ballet legs. So flex, point the toes. So we're going to be here. Point the toes, turn them out. So first position in the ceiling. And we crisscross. For 5, and we crisscross back up. So I really want you to turn those knees out, glue the inner thighs, head and shoulders off. Extend the fingers, shoulders down. You can lower the legs if you want to a little bit. So you can Inhale 5 lower, exhale 5 rise. Yeah? But don't let that lower back come off. Oh my goodness, this is intense. You okay, Jenny? Come on, keep it going. If you need to stop, I need to stop. Ugh. Keep going if you can. I'm happy babying. And when you've done your last ones, remove your block from under your head. Extend your legs. Extend your arms behind you. Legs are in a big, big, big long line. And then I give you permission, as long as your lower back is okay, to lift your chest up to the ceiling. So really open. Really shine that light out. Open, open, open. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And just breathe into your rib cage. And then we're going to roll onto the belly. And place the hands to the floor here. So in like an M position, without, oh no, not M, W position. And then press the hands to the floor and open and extend. If you're sitting in a chair, you can interlock your hands behind your back and open that way. Yeah, so opening the chest that way. We're just getting a nice opening. So lowering down. Exhale, lifting up. Whew. And then coming down. So really opening through the body, opening through the front. If your lower back is pinching and hurting, don't come up so much, or just engage your glutes, just to protect your back, just to take it away from your back. But if you can, just relax your bottom. But you shouldn't feel any tension in your lower back. If you do, then you're either doing too much or you need to just get your bum involved. And then lower back down again. And this should ease off anything that you've built up through your abs. If you want a more intense stretch, bring the hands nearer to your shoulders. And that'll give you a deeper stretch. I don't think I can manage that today though. So just listen to your body. And then just walk the hands over to one side. And just look over your, so walk the hands to the left and look over the left shoulder. And then walk the hands to the right. And look over the right shoulder. And then come back down. Coming onto all fours and tuck your toes underneath. Push back onto your heels. Woo! And we just rock forwards and backwards in a little ball. If you're seated, just relax the body forwards. Keep the head heavy. Heels down, hips up. Rest your belly on your thighs. Hold your elbows in your hands and just stretch your back out. A really lovely way to be able to stretch your back. And then release the arms. And slowly roll up bone by bone. Your head should be the last thing to come up. Keep it going. Once you're standing up, you're going to inhale, take your arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, bring your arms to your sides. Good. Let's go again. Inhale. Big circles and exhale, arms to your sides. Lovely. Let's go one more time. Inhale, arms up. Bring your hands above your head. And as you exhale, bring them down past your face. Imagine your head is floating up. Up, 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 up. As your hands come down past your chest. Past your torso. And then by your sides. Just circle those shoulders back. Place the palms of your hands facing the front. And let's just connect back with our breath. Breathe in, lifting and lengthening. Breathe out, softening and grounding. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Breathe out, soft and ground. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. How does your body feel? Use words or a word to describe how your body feels. And then give yourself a big smile. Open your eyes. Round of applause. And well done, everyone. If you're live, hang around for a minute or two if you want to share how you're feeling. And those of you watching on the replay, lots of love. Drink lots of water. Bye.